Hey Vapers, it's Abby, and today we are going to learn about wicking. Whether you use cotton, rayon, Japanese cotton, whatever the hell the new fad is nowadays, this tutorial is going to be for you. I'm just going to go over a few quick ways to wick up your coils for single coil and dual coil and give you some ideas of how you can kind of change it up and see what works best for you. There are many different ways to wick up your coils, and I feel like there aren't that many tutorials online on YouTube that show exactly how to wick your coils. There are a lot of coil builds, but then what do you do after the coil's been built and you have to wick it up? There are really simple ways to do it, and then there are other kind of cool and unique ways to do it. So in this video, I'm going to show you 4 different ways to wick your coil, 1 for single coil because there are not too many ways to wick that, and 3 of them for dual coil. We're going to go over just a traditional dual coil, 2 strips of cotton. We're going to go over the roller coaster build, and we're going to go over the square wicking tutorial, which is what I'm naming it. So if you want to see those 4 wicking techniques, stay tuned. Here we go. You're going to take your cotton, roll it up like so, stick it through. And this is how I do it. Keep that in mind. There are many wicking ways to wick. There are many ways to wick, but this is just my technique for a single coil. This is my technique for a single coil build. I'm going to go over a bunch of different methods here. Okay, so I put one side in and I kind of wrap it around to the other side, and then this side and make it really tight, twist it, and put it through here. Then I kind of pull it out on the side so that there's wick there, and then this wick is just going to sit in this juice well and connect with the edge right there. Alright, once you have that, then you're just going to cut off the excess. Super duper simple. Make sure those 2 are touching so that helps kind of get the juice in from that side so that your cotton doesn't get choked up on this end against the edge of the juice well. And that's it. With cotton, you're going to take just your long piece, get it nice and skinny at the end, and stick it through there to start it. Pull it through, make sure that there is some resistance but not a ton. You're going to stick one end in, and then on this end you're going to cut it with enough for it to tuck under, so about right here, and just tuck that under your coil like that. And then you can use the same strip if it's long enough to go into the other coil. Tuck that under. Cut that piece and tuck this under. And that is your quick and easy way to wick up a dual coil. Alright, this next build that we're going to do is also on the dual coil, and it I've seen it called the roller coaster. I've seen it called the over under. You know, any of those ways. This one's kind of a little bit more advanced, and you're going to need a longer strip of cotton, but we're going to wick both coils with the same piece of cotton. Okay, so get your piece of cotton just like you would in a regular quick and easy dual coil build. Oops. Pull her through just like that. All right, first side done. This coil build is really only good for RDAs that have a higher cap. So in particular on this still air clone, it doesn't really work very well because it's a pretty low cap, so the airflow sits right, or I should say, the bottom of the drip tip sits right on the cotton, and it prevents the vapor from coming out. This is how you do it. So you put it through the first time, and then you want to still have some cotton down here, but then you bring this over the top, this other piece over the top, okay? And then once that's on the top, on the other side here, you're gonna wrap it back through like this, okay, on that coil. Use your tweezers to help you out. If I had daintier fingers, this probably would be easier. But you're gonna pull it through on that coil just like that. And you wanna make sure that there's enough kind of sitting down on the side here. All right, and then you're not covering the coil on the top, and then it's going over, right? And on this side, you wanna make sure that you have enough sitting there for the juice to collect. And then you're gonna cut off the excess on the other side. And you can put this under. And you could leave, I could have left this a little bit longer. Actually, let's pull that over, so that we get some underneath here. Some cotton underneath. All right. And then we're going up and over, and on the other side, we want to make sure that it's pulling down on both sides. And once you get juice on this, it'll be much easier to work with. So when you get juice on this, it's not going to be as fluffy. So that is the roller coaster build, over under, whatever you want to call it. It uses gravity to pull the juice down onto the coil. Alright guys, the next wicking method that we're going to go with is this kind of way of putting the cotton underneath the coil from either side. It's really good for low ohm builds because it wicks up the juice really fast and really easily. So you're going to start out like we normally do on this first coil. Alright. Pull it all through. So you pull it through one side, and you're going to take the longer side over here that you pulled through, and you're going to go through the two posts on the other side and under the coil on the other side. Okay? So pull it straight through the other side. Now you can make sure that you still have some fluff on this side for the juice to well up. And then this is poking out right there. All right, once you got a good pull through on the bottom here, you can go ahead and cut it off. And then we're gonna use the same string of cotton, or you can use something else to do this other side. So we're gonna go through the coil like so. All right, and then this one is gonna go under the other two and out to the other coil. All right. So it's kind of a cool way of doing it where all your cotton is going to be kind of integrated with each other. So it forms kind of a square here. So this one comes out, goes under this one comes out and goes under this one. All right. And then this one we're going to cut as well. Cut the tail off and then just cut all your tails off here. And then what we're going to do to get this to stop from sticking out is we're going to pull it in just a little bit. And actually I can cut it a little bit more. So pull it tight, cut it, and then pull this back, and that'll take this cotton in to where it's within the deck. And you just want to make it nice and fluffy on this side. All right, so we're going to do the same thing with the other side. Cut off the extra. And then pull it back on this side. So it's just barely sitting there, and then tuck all your ends in. Tuck all the ends in, make sure you're good to go. Make sure you don't have any random furs sticking out. So that is, I'm gonna call it the square wicking method tutorial. I don't know if there's a name for it. If there is, leave it in the comments below. But this one, you've got the little ends sticking out on either side, so it provides kind of a nice cushion for your coil, cushion of juice. All right, that's that method. All right, that's it, guys. Those are my 4 techniques that I use on an ongoing basis. I really like all of them. They all kind of serve different purposes for me. One is quick and easy. Another one helps me taste the flavor better. And, you know, another one keeps my coils wet. So I hope you guys enjoyed that wicking tutorial and those different methods. If you have a different method, please post it in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it, or if there's a video out there that shows something different, let me know. I'm always up for trying new wicking methods. As always, make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Psst, psst. Hey, you right there. Why don't you subscribe to my videos? Check out some other ones and, you know, get to know me a little bit. You can already tell this coil is going to be the troublemaker of the group. Yeah! All right, here we go, guys. My guess is licorice.